Hello and welcome to AWIHL TV, brought to you by Sportscast Australia. My name is Todd Morris, and what a weekend it is. The Gower Memorial Shield is going to be decided in a moment's time. We've got two games going on at the moment. The Perth Inferno playing the Adelaide Rush. They're 1-1 at the moment. That game's currently in intermission, and we've got this game about to start. Yesterday, it was 8-4 to Brisbane. But I've got a special guest with me today, riding along in the commentary box. He's known as the Stats Man, and many of you listening in will know him as Jacob Hock. Jacob, also the coach of the Sharks, and you're a statistician for the men's Melbourne Ice. Australian men's team statistician as well, and you also coach Cochrane and Godfrey in this one. Jacob, welcome. What a good resume too, by the way.
Thank you very much for having me on, Todd. Massive final day here. One of the more intriguing ones we've had here in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League for quite a while now. And as you said before, Perth and Adelaide at 1-1 makes this game pretty much all up for grabs here, still for first place, especially here for Melbourne. Now,
there's an interesting scenario happening at the moment. Obviously, that game is currently tied at 1-1. If Adelaide draw or they win in OT or a shootout, and Melbourne win here in regulation, all teams finish on 29 points. How does that work out? What's the table at the moment?
So at the moment, with a 1-1 draw, we've got obviously Perth on 28, Adelaide on 27, and Melbourne on 26. If that scenario happens with all teams finishing on 29, it'll go to tiebreaker. Now, the tiebreakers, funny enough, it says best win percentage and most points. Best win percentage would come down to stuff like the shootout and OT, but for the most part, other than that, it would basically come down to plus minus and goals against. So going to be an interesting final day, as looks like we're getting underway here.
Godfrey got the first shot away. That one was wide. Puck just kept in the attacking zone here for Melbourne. They got an early one yesterday as Butler and Conlon go hard at it. Conlon with the puck behind the net. Wuthridge applying plenty of pressure. Conlon couldn't quite get the pass away. Now Brisbane go on the attack. And they're happy to dump the puck. They'll get a line change in here. Marnie Pullen will get to the puck first. Here comes Butler down the right-hand side. Butler just fishing one forward. Now Melbourne will change their line. So fast and furious on the changes from both teams early. Brithio sending that one forward. Conlon makes her way off. Brithio looking for the forecheck here. Collecting the puck nicely, but couldn't quite get it. Udders happy to parry that away. And now it's a race, as all five Melbourne skaters diverged in their defensive zone. Brithio picked it up. Brithio just putting that one out to the half wall, but collected there by Rapchuk. She'll dump it, and Dutton will end up with it on the other side. Dutton going forward with it. Picking up that one there was Hokett. Melbourne just shoveling that forward. They'll change again. Cochrane was all on her own, had no help. Had to get rid of it. Raimundo comes on, uses the board nicely there by Raimundo. Grigaliunas tried to get on the end of it, but couldn't. Mahoney gets it and parries it forward. Mahoney had 2 goals to her name yesterday. Looking for her first today, but it's a save. And Calabest in the net for the Melbourne Ice.
And you can see there, this is going to be both game plans being executed nice and early. Melbourne Ice trying to get that dump and chase cycle going. And Brisbane, they're going to really thrive here off the counter, getting that on-man rush here. And a nice shot off and a good save by Kayla early on.
Certainly was. Raimundo in the corner here. Howe got it to DeFore. So Melbourne all season have played with their lines. Have changed a lot of changes. We see DeFore on this line now, which is quite interesting. She was on the number 1 line. DeFore shooting. That sent Maya back a fair way when she received that shot. And there's a whistle.
Yeah, a bit of a shot to the face there off the mask of Maya around the neck area. So just going to be fixing her mask, making sure everything's okay. Yeah, Melbourne and their line changes. It's been an interesting topic all season long. And now you can sort of see another line here that's been changed up here with Butler, Conlon and Godfrey. It'll be interesting to see if they can start to gel really early on in this game and heading towards especially the third period. And it's just going to come down to, can this line be the offensive juggernaut they have been all season long?
Just a stick being retrieved from the ice will go over to the Brisbane bench. Yes, quite interesting, this number 1 line now. Dutton with Pullen in defence. And then Godfrey, Conlon and Butler. It's quite an interesting setup as the puck goes into the neutral zone. Melbourne will have to reset here. They look to dump that puck, but it makes its way over into the Brisbane bench. Puck just saying hello to the players of the Brisbane bench there. I think Rapchuk ended up catching it. He'll come back into play. Brisbane changed their line. Butler in a face-off against Clinic. Two super fast players. Real quick. Godfrey just encroaching, was told to move back there, give a little space. Carlisle trying to get it out. Carlisle versus Godfrey there. Godfrey went over. Butler's looking to press here against Goonan. Butler goes over into the boards. There's going to be a penalty here. So Best makes her way off, but Wuthridge gets possession, and we're going to see the first power play for the game. Penalty to Brisbane.
I will say, my opinion, bit of a stiff call there. I think that both players just collided into the boards, and Godfrey seemed to take the worst of it, but nevertheless, we'll have our first power play of the game going to Melbourne Ice.
So Goonan will spend 2 in the box. Power play time here for Melbourne. Power play hasn't been their strength all season. Can they convert here? It will be very interesting to see if they can.
Be interesting to see the setup here as well.
Pulling at the point. Now down to Cochrane. Cochrane lays it off to Aparicio. Aparicio back to Cochrane. Cochrane in a battle against the boards here. Finally got it out. Cochrane firing, but it's deflected from Hocutt. Back to Cochrane. Cochrane has another go at it, but that one was deflected. Aparicio here in the corner. Just getting it out now to Dutton.
Good block there by Crompton as well on the Cochrane shot.
Cochrane firing another shot. That's 3 shots now for Cochrane early. Great to get some confidence off the stick early. Here's Howe. Howe tried to get it to Aparicio. They fished that one off the back of the net. Here's Crompton. Didn't play yesterday, Crompton. Playing here today. A key member of that Brisbane team, but they didn't seem to need her yesterday as they won 8-4. But what a great addition. Here comes Pullen. Now into the attacking zone. Pullen on the left-hand side, going around the net. Looking for that pass. Just holds on to it. Drops it off to Dutton. Little backhanded flick, and Dutton will help it along to Godfrey. Godfrey now finds Butler on the opposite side. Butler on the left-hand circle here. Went to go down low, but it was just deflected off a stick. Godfrey ended up with it. And Godfrey had the puck stolen away. Now Clinic's away. Clinic now pushing down the ice quickly. Has Ruthridge on the other side. Clinic looking to stalk the net. Going at the net. Gets around. Tries the backhand. Great save by Best. Brilliant work. And now Butler will get it. And it gets cleared away, but Carlisle's there to protect the blue line. Carlisle sending it in. Fantastic work there by Best in goal.
3 good saves there, 1 to close up the 5-hole, and a couple blocker saves as well on the rebound chance. It's a good sign here for Melbourne Ice that Kayla Best is on nice and early here in this one.
Here's Wuthridge now behind the net. And that voice joining me on specials today, if you've just joined us, is Jacob Hock. He's doing a fantastic job as well. And Best out in no man's land there. Lucky to get it away in the end. Turnover here to Brophy. Newman will get it across here to DeFore. DeFore to Newman. Back to DeFore. Out to Newman. Newman looking for Cochrane, but it's stolen away. Here's Rapchuk. Rapchuk now entering the attacking zone. Will end up behind the net. Newman just fishing that one out, getting it to Cochrane. Cochrane firing that over to Aparicio, but a little too much mustard on it. Brisbane will go back with Mahoney.
Yeah, very interesting pass there from the blue line by Hope Newman, and I think that's going to be the thing that undoes Melbourne Ice's good work here, is going to be turnovers in the defensive and neutral zone. It seemed to kill them yesterday, especially early in that third. Need to clean that up early. Brisbane, on the other hand, that hard forecheck, keeping them with a great opportunity on the counter.
Puck comes behind the net. Here's Dutton. Dutton looking to fish that one out, just putting it into space. Getting back there is Crompton. Great to see Crompton playing today. Absolute jet. Looking to work her way through that one. Send it forward. Dutton looking to clear that one away. Udder gets it for Brisbane. Udder just sends it goal bound, but nobody home. They'll look to change their line. Grigaliunas will pick it up here for the Ice. Grigaliunas stopping on the half wall there and going back to Dutton. Dutton just fires that away, and Melbourne will get to finally change their line, and that's icing. So it's going to come all the way back.
So fast and furious start, 5 minutes on, Todd. And what we're seeing from Brisbane now is just a very simple game plan. Get it in, get a shot, look for a rebound. This has been a massive key, especially with those high-end shooters in Crupton, in Wuthridge, in Clinic. You've got these 3 great, amazing shots coming in from the line, and an opportunity in the slot's always going to present itself on the rebound.
That one comes from deep. Best has to deal with that one. She'll keep the puck alive, just shoveling that off to Dutton. Dutton tried to backhand it out of there, but that was deflected. Finally gets looped over the top. Here's Marion. Marion made her debut yesterday. It was a fantastic debut. And playing again today. Butler comes on off the bench quickly now into the attacking zone. Butler just traps that in midair. Now she's going to get a shot on net. Gets around one. Butler with a backhanded shot, but couldn't quite bury it home. Butler's puck handling skills are amazing. She swatted that out of midair. Here we go on the other side. Brisbane looking to attack through Crompton. Crompton dumps it. Sends a tough task for her teammate here. It'll be out here for Melbourne. They come out through Pullen. Pullen goes out wide, gets it to Butler. Butler going forward with it. Again, Butler just operating in a tight area. Into the corner, Clinic. Clinic clears that one away. Marnie Pullen now in the neutral zone. Enters the attack, sends the puck in deep. Big hit there from Conlon against the boards. Brisbane looking to get this one out. Stolen away from Godfrey here. Godfrey on the left-hand side. Coming around. Almost there. Couldn't quite finish it off. Godfrey in the high slot now, but couldn't quite. Now comes out to Pullen. Pullen from the point. Sends the shot in. Conlon firing. But that was deflected. Brophy and Conlon will battle away in the corner. Comes out to Godfrey here, and there's a whistle.
Yeah, just a cheeky hand pass there from Conlon, so that'll be a face-off. A little bit outside of the zone. Melbourne Ice, good offensive pressure, but you're starting to see a little bit of hero play. I don't know if it's playing into the minds of trying to get that higher seed, but you're just trying to see the girls try and cut back in and try and play a bit of one-man hockey. You've got some points open, start using the space, might be able for a deflected goal.
Now Berethio, send it down in deep. Here's Cochran. Cochran put that in for Berethio. She couldn't quite get it. Here's Dutton at the point. Dutton firing. That was deflected by Gurnan. Dutton sends it forward. Newman's going to pick it up here, but has two black jerseys to contend with and went over at the wrong moment. But here's Berethio. Berethio in the corner now. Berethio has a stack of assists to her name. Looking for Cochran there. They couldn't connect. Now Brisbane away. Here's Mahoney. Mahoney right-hand circle, got around Moore. That's a hard thing to do. Moore, such a great defender. Mahoney put that one down low to Watts. They combine, shot, good block there from Moore. Put her body on the line. Brisbane here on the half-wall. They go out to the point to Carlisle. Carlisle fired that one, but it was deflected. Now they work it through Rapchuk. Rapchuk put one in. Looking to connect there, but couldn't. Here's Cochran. Cochran away now. Cochran all alone. She's happy to dump that one. They'll change the line and we get a whistle.
Just fired into the bench there. Should be a face-off. I was going to say outside the Brisbane zone, but it's actually going to be shot down all the way to the outside of the Melbourne zone.
For those not familiar with the rule, how do you determine where it should be?
It just depends from where they shot it from. So in that case, for Steph Cochran, she shot it behind the red line in her own part of the neutral zone, so they'll do the face-off in that part of the neutral zone closer to her defensive end.
Fantastic stuff there. Great to have Jacob riding along with us. Here's DeVore. Goes into the middle for Grigaliunas. She had a sea of black jerseys to contend with. Here's Crompton now. Crompton going to work in the middle. Crompton firing. Great save there by Best to parry that away with the glove. Coming out here now, McDonald. Behind the net, here's Crompton again receiving. DeFore hot on her tail. Now Utter. Utter put it in. Here's Raimundo. Utter battling away. DeFore got it and cleared it. That's going to give Melbourne a little bit of breathing space.
Yeah, but unfortunately Icy here, so that means those tired players are going to have to stay out, now getting hemmed in their own defensive zone. And Brisbane, they're bringing out the big guns. They're bringing out the Wuthridge, Clinic, Brown line. So this could be danger here for Melbourne. And Brisbane, it could be in with a massive chance here with some sustained pressure.
So who can draw first blood here? We've played 9.5 minutes, yet to see a score. Shot count at the moment, 6-1. I feel Melbourne's had a few more. I think that's just not updated there for Melbourne. Here's Wuthridge in the corner.
to be a delayed penalty here.
Wuthridge just passes it across. Shot from distance. So Melbourne yet to get possession, so they have the extra on the ice now to Brisbane as the goal has been pulled. But it's going to be a power play here and penalty to Melbourne.
Yeah, it looks like it's on Beatrice to fall for the elbow in, and unfortunately pretty late, blatant along the boards. Tried to pen her, but just threw a bit of an elbow there, and Brisbane now with their first chance with the man advantage.
Melbourne had a total of 20 penalty minutes in yesterday's game. A whole period of hockey. That's crazy stuff. Some of them were served at the same time, of course. However, I feel if any game that you go into, if you have 20 penalty minutes, you're a player down for a whole third of the game. It's crazy.
As a coach, you're usually angry with about 3 or 4. Try 10, you're not having a good time that day.
Here's Wuthridge, just cycling it around. Brisbane did a great job of this yesterday. Crompton out to Clinic. Clinic's really patient on the puck, just waiting for the right option. Here's Crompton. Now Wuthridge. Wuthridge firing, but it gets deflected. It goes high and off the net. We're going to get a restarting play.
Yeah, good patience there from Clinic at the point, and it's going to be key to draw that Melbourne Ice player on that blue line in, try and find some space to go and take a shot in. Boundary the hash marks is what you're looking for there.
This power play team for Brisbane was successful quite a few times yesterday, but now they add Crompton to that as well, which makes it even more prolific. Melbourne looking to clear that away. Wuthridge protecting the blue line really well. Kept that ahead in the attacking zone here. Now looking to go behind the net. Wraparound opportunity, but went for the pass. Here's Godfrey. Godfrey's going to hustle out of here, out of defence. Happy just to force the puck in deep. Now we'll look for the forecheck. Godfrey cutting off the angle. We'll get there. Just couldn't quite in the end. Great pass to find Carlisle. Carlisle has Crompton. Connects with Crompton well. Under a minute left here in the power play. Godfrey just gets that out of there. In fact, that was actually Aparicio, and Godfrey will look to press here. Here's Clinic. Bit of a race here as Clinic just takes off down the left-hand side. Cochrane comes across. Clinic gets around one. Clinic still on it. Now Carlisle. Shot came there. Good shot in the end from Mahoney. He'll come out to the top. He'll cycle it around. Carlisle. Just couldn't. I'll hold on to it here. Another shot coming from a tight angle. Another save there by Best. Mahoney on it now. We'll go all the way out to Dixon. Dixon back to Mahoney. That one's deflected. Good deflection there from Cochrane. It's going to buy Melbourne some time. DeFore will join us in 5 seconds now. How do you think that one went, Jacob, for the penalty kill unit for Melbourne?
Some good moments for that penalty kill. The key ones there were especially that Shana Godfrey dump when she took the puck out, and Steph Cochrane with just a little jab to get it out. It's all it takes is just moments on the penalty kill just to get the puck out. Melbourne Ice did that. We keep it a 0-0 game.
Dixon looking to go low with it. Picking that up was Brown, just having the shot there. Here's Mahoney. Put it back in. And again, this Melbourne defence under pressure here in this game early. Melbourne get across. They look to clear it out of here. Rapchuk is going to chase it. So Brisbane will get back on it here. They'll advance. Great pass to find Watts. Stolen away. Here comes Butler. Butler stalking the net. Butler firing, and it's a goal! Danielle Butler does it again. Opens the scoring account for Melbourne Ice here on the Sunday.
And you cannot give Danielle Butler that much time and space. Just dances around the defender and goes top glove side corner. All the space in the world there. Great shot from a great player. And Melbourne Ice keenly draw first blood here.
They did that yesterday. They did it quite early. DeFore was the goal scorer yesterday within moments of the game starting. So they have that advantage. Brisbane, no stranger to a comeback. They've had to do it a couple of times this season. Here's Moore. Moore able to send that one away. Carlisle picking it up here on centre ice. Now Carlisle entering the ozone. Has pressure with Danielle Butler. Got under her skin. Godfrey banked it off the board. Great teamwork. Godfrey away here. But good defence as well there by Gurnan. And now they'll work it forward here. Here's McDonald. That one gets parried away into the middle. Carlisle shooting. Great save there by Best. Best standing up strong, catching that one.
This has really, truly been the period of Kayla Best. Getting outshot 10-2 here in Brisbane with most of the pressure. And the key saves made at key times. And then just an opportunity there, obviously, for Butler to open the scoring. So good job there by Kayla Best to keep her team in this one.
Aparicio v Clinic in the face-off. It's going to get recalled. Just weren't happy with the spacing. Clinic v Aparicio. Both speedsters. Oh, what a shot that was by Wuthridge. Great reflex save there by Best. That shot came out of nowhere, and it was quick. Puck behind the net, looking for Dixon, couldn't quite. Cochrane got across. Great touch there by Cochrane. Aparicio's away now, looking for space. Aparicio's just got to get past Carlisle. Goes through her legs, but couldn't quite. Cochrane picking it up nicely. Cochrane gets it out to Newman, who fires. And a good save. And play will restart. This Melbourne Ice team, they're looking serious today. They're looking on point at the moment.
I think it's been the main storyline from them from a season perspective in terms of their games. They seem to have an on game and an off game, and right now it seems offensively this is their on game today. They've done some good stuff in the offensive zone, including that good shot there by Dufour as well.
Just some technical difficulties there. Sorry about that. We're back with the action. There was a shot and goal to Brisbane. So we missed that goal. It's now one apiece. Obviously, you would have seen that on the vision. Great stuff there from the Lightning to come back on the counter-attack and scoring. You've got that there on the replay, Jordan?
Yeah, Courtney Mahoney just absolutely wiring one. Top blocker on Kayla Best. And Brisbane's been trying to find a hole in her game all time. 6 minutes left. We're now tied at 1.
Here comes Butler. Great work. McDonald getting that one out. Getting across there was Zada. Here's Moore. Moore goes to Dutton. Dutton, great pass to Conlon. Conlon sending it in deep. Brophy will get back there for the Lightning. Cutting that one off nicely is Dutton. Here's Butler using the boards. Tried to get it to Godfrey. Crompton looking to clear that one away. Getting across there is Dixon. Conlon sends that to Butler. Brisbane looking to clear. Godfrey pinches that one. Godfrey firing. Great save. Beautiful work. Great reflex save that was.
Key save there as well. Bad turnover for Brisbane there. Right around the slot. And Shadow getting a pretty good shot off. And good save there by Meyer.
Here comes Aparicio. Now into the ozone. Has Cochrane. Tries to thread the needle to get it to Cochrane, but Wuthridge knew it was coming, and then turnover. Now Wuthridge is away. Down the left-hand side. Great defence there by Raimundo. Here's Hokett. That one's deflected. It's going to come all the way back. Rapchuk collecting here in the defensive zone for Brisbane. Cochrane stalking her. Rapchuk under pressure here. Cochrane's fantastic job to corral her around and cut off the area, but Rapchuk ends up winning that battle and gets out now. Rapchuk all the way from defensive to attacking zone. Just lost the puck at the vital moment. Cochrane tried to get it away. Clinic protecting the line. Wuthridge, great pass in. That couldn't quite connect, and it goes one further. They do get a shot on, but it's wide. Here's Cochrane. Cochrane just sliding that one out of there, looking for Butler in space. Hokett will get across. Hokett and Butler collide. Here's Dufour. Dufour spinning out of trouble. Great work to find space. Good work by Clinic to put pressure on Dufour. Here's Conlon. Now Pullen will go forward. Hokett. Conlon using her body into the board. Here's Butler. Butler's got time here. Brisbane changed their line. They finally get across. Great defence in the end. Good stop. Butler had so much of an area to work in. Here's Pullen just stealing that one. Watts.
Yeah, great poke set there by Jamie Goonan. Otherwise, Butler had all the time and space and a potential short side breakaway. Great poke check there once again by Goonan.
Great battle out here. Pulling Mahoney as they go hard at it. Good puck battle. That one comes out to the top now. Goonan sends it in. Here's Howe. Howe has Godfrey to help, but no, Godfrey's going to head to the bench. So Howe's on her own here, has to hold the puck. Got a shot on, but it was behind the net. Watts just picked the pocket and Watts is away here. Melbourne come across, they save that. Moore sends it forward. Here's Goonan. You just feel the intensity in this game is at a really high level here in this first period. Here's Raimundo. Raimundo sending it in deep. Howe and Marion will press, looking for the forecheck. Carlisle got the pass away to Udder. Stolen. Here's Howe now. Howe got the pass to Grigaliunas. Here's Moore with a rebound. Crompton v Moore. The 2-12s battling away. Grigaliunas uses the board, sends it into the corner. Howe will pick it up here for Melbourne. Got the pass to Marion. Couldn't quite get the one-timer. Moore sending it in deep. Melbourne will change. Pass back there to Meyer. That was an awkward one. It found Crompton in the end. Crompton got it out wide to Udder. Cochrane picked the pocket. Cochrane sent it into the slot, but Carlisle was there. Meyer had to stick that away. Aparicio firing and Meyer with a save.
So what we criticised Melbourne Ice for seems to be something that's now an issue for Brisbane on the other hand. The last 2-3 minutes, a few errant passes in their defensive zone, including one that just hits the side of the netting. So you never know with these games. Sometimes what can happen to one team ends up happening to the other.
It's just the way it is. The hockey karma gods just working their magic.
Absolutely.
Clinic gets their way through. Aparicio battling away here. Clinic ends up with it, has to retreat into the defensive zone, has options out wide, finding Brown. Cochrane again with another steal. Cochrane's played amazing so far in this game. Cochrane, great pass! Couldn't quite connect to Newman.
1 minute remaining in the first period.
So under a minute here in that first period is Cochrane. Cochrane just fresh airing that one. Newman comes in. Aparicio firing. Meyer with a pad save. Clinic clearing it away. Dufour will get it here in the neutral zone. Dufour just sourcing one in. Meyer had to deal with it. It was tough. He'll go into the middle. Here's Clinic. Godfrey looking to pinch this one away here. Godfrey to Butler. Now Butler's away. Butler on the right-hand side. Great defence in the end there by Brophy. Now Brisbane attack. Here we go. Wuthridge looking to get past Best and does. Great goal there by Wuthridge.
And a bad line change from Melbourne Ice. Brisbane get the 2-0 and Wuthridge just goes top shelf. And right at the death, 21.3 seconds to go. And Brisbane take a crucial lead here.
Fantastic work there by Wuthridge. Now, Jacob did a little bit of research before the game. Wuthridge has got a very interesting nickname.
So apparently, per the Brisbane Lightning coaching staff, Emma Wuthridge likes to, he has the name the Big Show. So what can I say? Lightning strikes twice when the Big Show comes on.
A big show moment to get the lead here 2-1 towards the end of that first period. Here's Brophy into the corner. Now away. Here's Dutton. Dutton just slicing that one off the board. Come into the middle here. Only seconds left in the period. Can Mahoney get a shot away? She does. Best had to deal with that one, and that's the end of the period. The Brisbane Lightning lead 2-1. Jacob, in your expertise, tell me, what did you make of that first period?
Fast pace, up and down offensive hockey. Big thing here is what we alluded to before. Moments make finals hockey, and you can see on this final day that moments have been a factor here. Both of Brisbane's goals come in on breakaways, and Melbourne are going to have to clean that up, especially the line changes.
They certainly are. Now, there's the other game going on at the moment as well, and it looks like Perth Inferno have just scored, so they now go ahead 2-1. So very interesting. You can now, we give you permission, you can switch over to that one and have a watch. You only got 15 minutes, so we want to see you back here on AWIHL TV, brought to you by Sportscast Australia. Todd Morris here with you with Jacob Hock. It's been fantastic. We'll see you in 15 minutes' time. Welcome back to AWIHL TV, brought to you by Sportscast Australia. We're about to get this second period underway. What an interesting first period that was. It's the Brisbane Lightning 2, the Melbourne Ice 1. And of course, there's another game going on at the moment that is going to decide the Gower Memorial Shield. The Perth Inferno are leading that one 3-1. That's been quite interesting. We've kept an eye on that one, Jacob. Your thoughts so far in this game and that one as well? Obviously, with Perth now, give it the go-ahead goal, 3-1.
And firstly, up on this game, as I said, and into the break, it's a moments-based game. Turnovers have been the main story. All 3 goals coming off of turnovers. And for Brisbane, it's been these breakaway goals and getting the on-man rush. For Perth, same story as all season. That top line, Scala, Salmons, and I believe Clark Crumpton as well, helping out there as well. It's kept them now with a 2-goal lead and putting them in a firm position in first place on 31 points as we get underway here in the second.
Great stuff there, and Jacob will keep us updated with that live ladder. He's got his Casio calculator. Watch out.
Here.
Here comes Godfrey, one-on-one. Maya will get there first. Just got the stick involved. Here's Butler. Butler now behind the net, looking to fish that one out. Tried to get it to Conlon, but Pullen will end up with it. Pullen just firing that one in. That one's deflected. More that one on the body there, Clinic. Conlon now Butler. Butler looking to serve something up here to get a pass out. And does. Here's Defour. Defour firing. And it's interesting to see Melbourne changing the lines again. Defour back on this number 1 line. And here's Wuthridge. So nothing really set in stone for Melbourne. They've changed things a lot all season. We see another change here in this second period as Pullen goes across with a pass. Getting across there is Aparicio, put it in the slot. Newman was there, but Clinic comes away with it. Great defence by Cochrane. Cochrane's been so handy today, getting the stick involved in so many occasions.
Just Grace setting herself up in the central zone, especially around that slot area. Makes it really easy for Melbourne Ice to get their cycle going, having someone in the slot being able to find a high scoring opportunity.
Brophy tried to get it away more, just send it into Cochrane. Here's Cochrane now, got a fire. Cochrane tried, but good defence in the end. Great work there by Dixon. We'll come out to the blue line. Here's Cochrane. Cochrane firing, it goes across the face. Newman will pick up the rebound. Newman just sends it goal bound, but that was deflected. Clinic will end up with it. Newman sending it back to where it came from. Brophy will pick it up now here in defence. Wuthridge just trying to help that along. Here's Howe. Howe to Grigliunas just in front of her. There's still battle for it here. Dixon getting across again in defence. Dixon now flicking that one out. They end up in the possession of Howe, and Howe gets flattened there by Brophy. It's going to be a penalty straight away. So Brisbane now will have to go on the penalty kill. Melbourne on the power play.
Yeah, I don't think there's any argument with that penalty there. You can see her just headed straight to the box. We'll get the call shortly, and I'm going to take a guess it's body checking. No, close enough, it's roughing.
As Brophy will spend 2. So here we go, power play time for the Melbourne Ice. Let's have a look at their power play unit. Butler, Moore, Defour, Godfrey, and Conlon. So here's Defour firing. Glove save by Maya. Play will restart.
17:46.
Talk to us about the defensive setup here, Jacob, from Brisbane. When you're going 4 in defence, what are we looking for here? What are the keys to their defence?
Pretty simple. It'd be what for basketball fans who do watch, it'd be basically a zone box. So 2 up high, 2 down low, taking a quarter of the ice each. If you're Melbourne Ice here, what you want to basically run is a 1-3-1. So you can see George Moore
firing, what a massive shot! It's happened! We were waiting for that all season. Defour just fires and puts that away. That's the goal that Melbourne needed on the power play. It's now 2-all.
And just as I was saying, George Moore was going to be the key as a decoy up high. Dufour comes around and absolutely wires a laser past the glove of Mayer. And Melbourne Ice desperately needed a good, sustained power play. They get it here, and now it's game on, 2.5 minutes into the second.
I've been waiting for that all season. I've said it all season. Defour is going to score an absolute beauty, and she finally does. What a hit in the last game of the season. Here come Melbourne. Clinic will have to work hard in defence. That was an unbelievable goal there. Here's Clinic sending that one in. Wuthridge tries to get one in mid-air. Pulling with the defence. Gets it now to Aparicio. Aparicio to Newman. Now they'll work it out here. Cochrane in the middle. That pass was behind Cochrane. So Carlisle will get it. Into the middle. He's pulling. Just flicking that one away. Goes over the top. Into the corner. Wuthridge gets it to Clinic, and Clinic working forward with it. Howe. Now Wuthridge is away here. Entering the O-zone. Great pass across to find Brown. Brown back to Wuthridge. Here she is firing. Great save there by Best. Best has been peppered with shots today and has managed to only let in two. Done a really great job. Carlisle working that one. Here comes Melbourne now. Grigaliunas is on. Grigaliunas fires. Meyer saving. Puck goes over the back. Brilliant stuff here. Great hockey. Mahoney flicking that one out. Here's DeFore. Sends that one deep. Talk to me, Jacob. Last couple of minutes has been very interesting.
We said that the key for this, back and forth hockey. Brisbane, with their counter-attack, almost getting one through. Wuthridge has just been phenomenal in trying to set up those plays. And then back the other way, Grigaliunas very close to scoring there, just accidentally shoots it over. And we're still here tied, but
Butler firing, great save there by Meyer. Oohs and ahs from the crowd as that puck makes its way over. It catches the back netting and we'll get a restart in play.
So going back to that Dufour goal, the key there for Melbourne Ice, 3-man screen. You had Dufour up around the slot area, 2 Brisbane plays basically in a diagonal line, and also Conlon with her stick in front for the tip. It actually tipped off the glove of Mayer and in, and that's what it's going to come down to here. Greasy goals.
Again lining up. Brilliant explanation there, Jacob. Pleasure to have you riding along. Jacob Hock, obviously statistician for the men's Melbourne Ice and the Australian team as well. Coach himself for the Sharks. And Godfrey and Cochrane are part of your unit. I'm going to get a little bit of information on them a little later, I think, when we get a moment in play. But Conlon working hard for it here. That one's cleared away. DeFore will pick it up now. Going out wide. Here's Godfrey. Dixon getting back there. Mahoney. Raimundo. Mahoney stolen away here. Mahoney just has to get past Moore. Mahoney scoring early and Best, catching that one on the chest and restart in play. Now, you made an interesting comment there in the period break. Melbourne have been caught on the breakaway by Brisbane. What have they got to do to stop that? Is it positioning? Is it system? What is it?
It's mainly just awareness. We talked about the second goal, just a bad line change. That's just an awareness factor of when to and not to change. And you saw that last one as there, just caught a bit low, one person changed, and all of a sudden you're caught in a one-on-one foot race.
Here's Moore. A captain doing really well. Got that great pass to Cochrane. Cochrane away here. Cochrane on the right-hand circle gets the shot. Rapchuk, good defence. Made it tough for Cochrane. Moore will protect the blue line keeper going forward. Crompton will pick it up. Crompton working into the corner, into some space. Has Hokart in support, but decides to go down the middle. Crompton now. Someone got to get a body on her. She just works the way forward. Here's McDonald now. McDonald firing early. Best has to flick that one away. Aparicio will get the rebound and just tries to flick that one out of there. Hokart on the blue line, sending it forward. Now they go out wide. Here's Cochrane. Rapchuk will steal that away, but she'll retreat into the neutral zone here. Just waiting for numbers. Here's Hokart. Hokart flicks it to Utter. Utter just sends it in deeper. Brisbane will change their line as Melbourne will regroup here in defence as Dutton picks it up behind the net. Flicking that one out to Cochrane. Into the middle here. Newman will pick it up using the board. Rapchuk. Great pass to Crompton. Wuthridge versus Aparicio. Aparicio wins that battle, but Brisbane still have it. It's going to be offside here, but no, they'll retreat. They'll give the puck away to Melbourne. Moore will just knock that forward. Here's Rapchuk. Cochrane will pick it up. Cochrane just rimming that one out to Aparicio. Here's Grigaliunas. Rapchuk stealing it away. Rapchuk with some momentum here, coming into the O-zone. Rapchuk has Wuthridge. Just couldn't quite get it there. Rapchuk will go back out to the point, but nobody home. Carlisle will have to fetch it. Marion looking to press. Great pass there to find Clinic. Clinic to Wuthridge. This is good here from Brisbane. Wuthridge getting around one, looking for the shot. Great defence in the end by Pullen, just to get a stick to it. Shot there from Carlisle. Melbourne away here on the outer side. No penalty here. Play on. There's shouts from the crowd. Melbourne fans not happy with that one at all. Here's DeFore. Just rimming that one out. Getting across there is Pullen. Pullen trying to help that one along. Does. Good pass in the end. Great connectivity. Here's Howe. Howe across to Marion, but it's just in front of her. Carlisle versus Marion. Carlisle will get there first. Now they'll look to clear it away. Here's Goonan. Goonan using the board. Butler tried to cut that off. Couldn't. Melbourne kept it ahead in their attacking zone here. Butler goes over. Here's Raimundo firing. Great save there by Meyer. Interesting balance of the game here at the moment. Bit of back and forth stuff. What are you seeing, Jacob, from a tactical perspective?
Brisbane's got Melbourne Ice doing something very interesting in the offensive and neutral zone. Every time Wathrich or Clinic have the puck, especially down the centre, they're starting to collapse in. That could spell trouble down the line, because if they come out of there, they're getting their 3-on-1s and 4-on-1s. So for Melbourne now, this becomes man-on-man hockey. Just take the man, don't overcommit.
Puck now goes low. Watts and Conlon just smashed into the board there. The puck is trapped underneath Conlon. It finally comes out. We'll get a whistle here, and we'll get a restart in play.
And that's looking like a hand pass. I believe it's going to be called. It's pointing towards the central face-off dot, but I just think it'll be the face-off dot just outside. And by how the teams are lining up, it will be.
So just explain that one to us, Jacob. What happened there, the hand pass rule, just for those listening at home that aren't familiar?
So hand pass rule is very simple. Offensive and neutral zone, if a player on your own team touches the puck with their hand and then one of your other teammates touches the puck with their stick, players called dead, then a face-off is then done outside of the zone that you were in. So usually if it's in the offensive zone, it'll be the neutral zone, and if it's in your part of the neutral zone, it'll be down the further end towards your defensive end of the neutral zone.
Great work there. Underneath here is Brophy. Big hit there. Melbourne go up. There's going to be a penalty. That's a goal! The goal was scored. Fantastic work. Melbourne now get the go-ahead. They make it 3. Beautiful stuff. The penalty would have been awarded, but Melbourne score anyhow. And it looks like Cochrane. We were talking about Cochrane in the game that she's been putting together today. And she finally gets her just rewards with a goal.
Yeah, it looks like it goes off the back of Myers' mask it in. But yeah, so we've got to notice now with Brophy, that's her second or third delayed penalty for either an interference or a check. Going hard is one thing. I think starting to check people and take penalties now. We talked about Melbourne Ice's 10 penalties yesterday. If you're Brisbane, you've got to start watching that now too. And Melbourne have a 3-2 lead.
Fantastic stuff there. Now, Jacob, you know Cochrane quite well. That shot there is a glove save there by Maya. You know Cochrane quite well.
Yep.
How does she respond now? Having a goal? She a little bit of a head wobble at the Sharks. What's she like after a goal? Everyone loves a goal, of course.
Sort of the same level-headedness throughout. Yep. She's usually our driving force on the bench in terms of picking up the bench. You know, goal gets down, letting everyone know it's okay, next shift go out. And in terms of her play style, you see it here. She's just consistent, gets the puck down low, tries to find an open man, and if there's no option there, tries to find a decent shot off. And you saw it there. Just even a bad shot sometimes goes in. She took the shot, gets her first goal of the game, and gives the Melbourne Ice the lead. So,
very good leader is Cochrane?
Absolutely. One of my alternates on the team. So, yeah, definitely one of our leaders both on and off the ice.
Fantastic stuff. Get a little bit of insight here from Jacob Hock. Obviously coaches Cochrane and Godfrey for the Sharks. As Pullen shooting that one, it goes wide. I believe a bit of success for the Sharks of late too, heading into the finals. We'll get into that in a moment as Pullen and McDonald battle away here in the defensive zone. Pullen tried to get it away. DeFore came to her aid. Now out to Godfrey. Godfrey's got some room here. Godfrey trying to get to work but couldn't. Good defence in the end by Brisbane. DeFore will clean up here. Melbourne really want this next goal, don't they? 4 would be super handy.
So I think one goal's going to cut it in this game.
Yeah, I certainly agree. Here's Conlon. Conlon firing that one in, but it's patted away by Maya. Crompton will pick up. Looking for Udder there on the pass, but it'll come out to Moore. Moore just sends it to Butler. Crompton will go for it. Butler trying to get something here. That nearly snuck in, but Maya with a good save. Maya's had to deal with a little bit in this period.
One goalie, he faces a lot of shots one period, the other goalie faces them the next. And yeah, Maya's doing a fantastic job get it a little bit deep in the crease there as the puck gets a bit closer, but making the saves where it counts and keeping her team only down by 1. And as we've seen with their counter-attack, 1 goal is definitely quite an easy task for Brisbane to achieve.
And here we go.
Speaking of which.
Exactly. Wuthridge now on the attack. Just going over. There was more pass one time. It just didn't quite happen for Brown. Now they'll go into Utter. She'll fire. Brown will get it here behind the net. Brown, good pass to Clinic. Now a fired from deep. It's still alive, but great save there in the end by Best, and play will restart. That was hard in your mouth stuff there for Brisbane Lightning.
Well, we just said it in the last stoppage that Brisbane's counter-attack is going to be the key. And right off it, Wuthridge just gets around 2. And if Brown could just get it in under that bar, we're talking about a 3-3 game. And it's that line again of Brown, Clinic, and Wuthridge really doing damage here for the Lightning.
So face-off to take place. Bruthio ends up with it here. Just trying to get that one out. That shot is fired, but it's wide and to the left. Brown will get a cross here for the Lightning. Dutton will parry that away here to Pullen. Now Bruthio to Newman. Newman working her way into the middle, just shoveling that one forward, but here's Clinic. Clinic stopping and propping and working herself into some space here. She's so smart on the puck. He's Clinic. Clinic to Wuthridge, and they will go forward. Bruthio will get back here for Melbourne. Brisbane changed their line. Here's Bruthio. Bruthio working her way through. Tried to get it ahead for Marnie Pullen there, but Rapchuk will end up with it to Dixon. Dixon went forward. Here's Cochrane. Most recent goal scorer. Bruthio. Now Mahoney. Rapchuk. Crompton. Here's Pullen. Now to Cochrane. Cochrane find that forward. Here's Bruthio on centre ice. Pass gets cut off. Goes out wide. Here's Cochrane. Cochrane setting the puck in deep. Rapchuk is going to get back here for Brisbane. We've got a score update in our other game there, Jacob.
No, but we do have the referee was actually at the bench, the Adelaide bench just now. So once we get an official update of if there was a penalty or what the situation is there, I will provide a further update very shortly.
Fantastic stuff, and we get a whistle here.
And that's going to be a penalty for a hold, and it's looking like on Brisbane again. And the one thing you can't do now is give this Melbourne Ice power play life.
So another penalty here for Brisbane, and like you said, giving Melbourne this power play a little bit of life. This is an opportunity for them to get one here. It's game in the balance stuff here. 8 minutes left here in the second period. But I do feel there's many twists and turns left in this clash between these two teams. It's been a great weekend of hockey so far. Face-off right-hand circle in the Melbourne attacking zone. Defoe send it deep here for Butler. Good defence.
That's going to be a trip. Oh, it isn't.
Shot fired from Godfrey. So no call there. Here's Butler to Defoe. Defoe looking for more. Just couldn't in the end. Moore will get out here for it. So this is not bad here for Brisbane. It buys them a little bit of time on the penalty kill. Defoe goes into the middle to Conlon. Conlon went to Butler, but a little too heavy against the board. Rapchuk flicking that one over the top. It's over the back here. This is going to be interesting. Clinic's going to get to it first. Defoe trying to cut her off. Clinic just stopping on a dime. Now working into the corner. Godfrey had to fight hard for it to get it. Clinic still has possession here. She just dumps it in deep and then retreats to get good defensive positioning. They're going to change their line here. Brisbane only have 2 back. Mahoney working across, but here's Butler. Butler now looking on the attack. Drops it off for Godfrey. Godfrey now down low. Melbourne will look to cycle the puck here. They go out to Butler. Butler firing. A little bit of action on the crease here. Meyer has to stop it. They dig and they fight and they dig. But it ends up being a restart in play.
So the update in Perth and Adelaide. Adelaide receives a 5-minute major. This now pretty much means that if Perth get probably 1 or 2 more here, that game's going to be done. We're now sitting at 16:25 in the third in that game. And Perth with a 3-1 lead.
Interesting stuff. But Game on our hands here. A little bit of a breakdown in the Brisbane defence there in their line change on the penalty kill. They nearly got caught out, but lucky they didn't. Here's Dutton. Across to Cochrane, firing. That hit the side netting. Many in the stadium went up. I was almost there as well. Comes out here to Pullen. Pullen will find Dutton. Dutton just sourcing that in there. Comes out to Cochrane. Cochrane looking for the option, tried to get it to Abruzio. Dutton will work her way across. Mahoney clearing it away. That's going to be it for the power play. 5 seconds left before Brisbane will rejoin. Best was out there in no person's land, but it'll go deep here. We're back to full strength numbers. Dixon battling against the board here. Dixon tried to clear it away. Cochrane firing that one in. Dixon off the skates. Here's Wuthridge. Great pass there from Wuthridge. Good connectivity. Here's Badgley. Badgley firing. Good defence from Cochrane.
Been everywhere on the ice today, Cochrane has.
Here's Goonan. That penalty kill unit for Brisbane there. If you had to give them a rating on their recent penalty kill, how would you rate them?
Definitely about an 8 out of 10. For the most part, clearing the zone well. But a couple of minor moments, especially that line change. But no, overall, good kill and keeps it a 1-goal game.
Here's Pullen sending it forward here. Brophy went forward with it. Marty Pullen was stuck there and whistle came back. Conlon looked to be away, but how'd you make of that, Jacob?
Yeah, seemed to be a hand pass. I think he was arguing that it wasn't a hand pass, but when you're kind of on the ground and your stick's about 2 feet away from you, it's a bit more difficult to make that argument.
So, just 5 minutes and 16 seconds left. The shot count's been an interesting one in this game. Melbourne now leading 21-19. At one stage, it was 14-2, the shot count. Here's Butler. Udder coming across. Raimundo just sending that one away. Conlon. Tried. Carlisle cut it off. Carlisle firing best. Good defence.
Can't be making that pass there.
Here's Moore. Carlisle will come across here, make it difficult for Moore. Here's Watts. Great positioning by Butler to win that battle. Comes out here for Conlon. Conlon now working hard on the right-hand side, working into space. Conlon got slammed into the boards as she changed the line. Brisbane will come here through Goonan. Go forward with it to Carlisle. Watts. Raimundo will pick it up. Raimundo looking to clear the zone here. Just missed the pass there, but just buy herself some time. Carlisle read that really well. Raimundo deflected that one, and they'll go back into defence here. Dufour will pick it up behind the net. Dufour to Marion. It'll go all the way back. Hokett will get back here. Myers going to let that one go past her as Hokett picks it up. Hokett sends that, but Dufour on centre ice here. Dufour working around one, but then was brought to her knees and sent it forward, and it's going to be offside.
Probably a bit of a slower part of the game that we've seen for a while now. Both teams just kind of start to slow it down, get some things set up in their own zone. And it could be interesting here. Brisbane get one before the break. It's going to be a very interesting third period, but if Melbourne Ice get one with about a minute to go, could spell trouble here for the Lightning.
Here's Pullen flicking that one over the top. Rapchak will get back with it. Rapchak goes forward. Dufour's going to have to come back here. So you're right, Jacob, it is a bit of a lull moment in the game, isn't it? Both teams just collecting themselves here.
Line change will do that as well. Gets you a little bit more tired, having to go those extra few feet.
He's Pullen. Abruzio firing. No, that's deflected. Now Badgley, the captain. What can she do? Good defence, shot there. Best had to deal with it. Best still dealing with it. Puck still alive. It's now trapped. And we'll get a restart in play. Very, very interesting moments from a coaching perspective. Let's put your Melbourne Ice hat on. What are you telling the girls at the moment in this stage of the game?
If I'm Curtis and I'm on that Melbourne Ice coaching staff, I'm telling them we've got a lead. We've got to make sure that the passes are getting now crisp out of that defensive zone, and we've got to watch for that collapse that Brisbane want us to do, that three-man collapse. That means that Brisbane get their 3-on-2 opportunities.
Here's Wuthrich. Out to Goonan. Goonan back to Wuthrich. The big show. That one's deflected. Dixon will get back here, but Conlon's looking to press hard here. Conlon tried to cut it off. Now Butler. Butler has it. Works around one. Butler firing. Good save there by Meyer. Anytime Butler gets the puck in the attacking zone with some space, you've got to be ready. And here she is now in the defensive zone. Absolutely everywhere is Butler. Conlon, hold on to it. Got it to Butler. Now Butler looked for Godfrey. Here's Conlon. Now Butler. Tried to help that to Godfrey, but couldn't. Back to the middle. Godfrey picked it up here. Godfrey entering the attacking zone. In the O-zone now. What can Godfrey do? Gets around one. Tries! But couldn't quite get the shot away. Godfrey's down, but should be helped back up. Here's Conlon. Conlon firing. Butler was on hands and knees, but will come out here to Godfrey. Now to DeFore. Godfrey. DeFore firing one-timer. Jeez, that had a lot on it, but it missed. Dutton to Butler. Butler gets sandwiched into the board here. No penalty. Here's Clinic. Clinic away on the left-hand side. Clinic now into space. Firing! Good save there by Best. End-to-end stuff here. DeFore flicks it across the Howe. Just had a little too much mustard on it. Meyer is happy to trap it and slow the game down. Great stuff, end-to-end.
It's getting chippy now as well. You're going to start to see it heading into that final series. Those calls that the girls usually get, the whistle's going to be put away here, so you're going to start getting really, really aggressive along the boards. And a couple of good chances as well, including a nice high glove shot by Lindsay Clinic. And a good save by Kayla Best.
Comes out here for Carlisle. Raimundo working her way across. Carlisle comes into the middle, then flicks it out into space. Aparicio helping out. Great defence there. Here's Raimundo. Now Cochrane. Setting that one forward. Coming all the way back here for Brophy. They collide there against the board. DeFore will have it now. DeFore to Cochrane. Now Brophy. Cochrane just working her way forward there. Real gritty stuff, just battling away. Here's DeFore. DeFore enters the attacking zone. There's Newman in the slot there. Looking. Pass across to Aparicio. Couldn't quite. It gets deflected. 19 seconds left in the period here. Raimundo just using the board to Aparicio. Brisbane might get one last shot at it here. Or can Melbourne roll the dice here through Marty Pullen? 7 seconds left. She went to the attacking zone now. Has options. Pullen sent it in, nearly off Godfrey. And that's going to be it here. Second period. Everybody in the crowd is in acknowledgement. It's been great hockey from both teams. Melbourne lead 3-2. Jacob, tell me everything that you saw in that period. It was an interesting one.
Pretty much the reverse of the first period, I think. Considering we had a 14-2 shot midway through the first period for Brisbane. Melbourne Ice answering back in a big way here, and just a nice gritty goal from Steph Cochrane and an absolute laser to tie that game before the Cochrane goal by Beatrice Dufour. It's been coming all season, as you said, and it makes for a very show-stopping third period.
Now, if you're Matt Meyer, the coach of the Brisbane Lightning, in this period break, what are you saying to your team? You're a goal down. How do you work in this last period? What do you have to do to win the game? You're
looking for, as we said before, you're looking for that breakout and collapse. What you're basically wanting is your D to start behind the net, look for an upset on the boards, and then break it out as a 3-on-2. That gives you time and space, potentially a rebound opportunity. And he can say, look, that first period worked. We took the opportunities. We took what they gave us. We've just got to now ride out the wave. They're going to get their shots, and when we get our counter-attack opportunity, that'll be our chance to tie it and win this game.
Fantastic words there from Jacob Hock. We're going to take a break here on AWIHL TV, brought to you by Sportscast Australia. About a 15-minute break. We'll get an ice cut, and make sure you come back, because this game can decide the Gower Memorial Shield. We look at the Perth Inferno. They're leading at the moment. It's 3-1 against Adelaide, so head across to that one. Tune in there. But we want to see you back in 15 minutes' time as we take a break. Welcome back to AWIHL TV. What a nail-biting game it was over there with the Adelaide Rush and the Perth Lightning. The Perth Inferno. The Perth Inferno winning in the end 3-2. And what a tense moment those last couple of moments was. It was power play action there for Adelaide. They had the keeper, they had an empty net situation, and it was 3-2. They had a couple of shots on net there. But Perth, congratulations, have ended up winning the Gower Memorial Shield. What a fantastic season it's been. An amazing effort there from Perth. Welcome back to the commentary box, Jacob. Geez, wow, excitement. Break down the ladder for us now that Perth win that one and Adelaide lose. What's the ramifications now of this final period of the season?
So ramifications are pretty simple now. 1 through 4 in terms of the matchups is set. So Saturday, 2 weeks' time, we'll have the first place Perth Inferno taking on the fourth place Brisbane Lightning. That'll be at 2:30 p.m. And now at 5:15 p.m, it'll be the Melbourne Ice versus the Adelaide Rush. It just depends who the home team is. Now, that might not mean much to us fans when it comes to a final series in one location, but for coaches, that gives them an extra 5-second change. Line matches and tactics come into play. So right now, it is Melbourne Ice who will be in second place on 29 points. But if Brisbane do end up winning this game, or Melbourne Ice do drop points, there is a chance for Adelaide to be the home team. But as it stands, the finals are set. It'll be Perth versus Brisbane and Melbourne versus Adelaide.
Fantastic. So now we know what's going to be happening on finals, but this is for home ice advantage. So Melbourne need a win, and that will bring them up to second position. And then if Brisbane win this one, Adelaide will then finish in second position. And then it'll be interesting. The mind games start to happen with the benches, the home rooms, the change rooms, all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Which we're going to love to see. So congratulations to Perth for winning the Gower Memorial Shield. Here's Wuthridge, but there's a whistle. And it looks like it's going to be for offside. So we'll get play restart. But again, congratulations to all the people from Perth. Fantastic team. Been a great team all season, stacked with talent. Well coached by Graham Hyde. And what a story as well. They finished fourth last year. And now, they finished, third last year. They won the bronze. And now they get the minor premiers, the Gower Memorial Shield. Fantastic stuff. We'll get this one underway as Conlon flicks that one to Godfrey, but there's a whistle. Play's going to stop here.
Might have gone into the bench potentially. But no, congratulations to Perth. Perth has built a really good hockey culture over the past few years, both in the men's and women's, and you can see it's starting to pay off. And Perth now jumping from third to now not only be the Gower Memorial Shield winners, but definitely the favourites and the front runners for a potential inaugural Joan McKowen Championship.
Yes, that'd be great to see if Perth could manage that. You know, all those finals actions will be here at the O'Brien Icehouse. What a weekend of hockey that's going to be, the Saturday and the Sunday. We get treated to 4 games here in Melbourne. Always a pleasure. But this one, they're still positioning to play, and it's going to come down to this last period as Pullen goes out wide here to Godfrey. Godfrey entering the attacking zone. Get the shot on there. Myers happy to see that one go past the net. Butler will retrieve and send it down low for Conlon, but she just went over at the wrong moment. Dixon will try and pick it up here. Godfrey will come across. Godfrey in the corner. Just put it into the slot, but Clinic was there and fished that one out, and Clinic looking for Wuthridge, reaching out and grabbing that one, and here's Wuthridge now on the attack. Dumps it off for Clinic. Clinic firing. Great save there by Best.
Great job by Best just to take away that angle there. And really not much to shoot at, and then Clinic just ends up shooting direct into the logo of Best.
So I may as well get Jacob, your little predictions there. If obviously Perth could play Brisbane and Melbourne playing Adelaide, that's locked in. Who do you think goes ahead into the grand final? What's your grand final 1 and 2? Who's going to verse each other, do you think?
I think Perth do have Brisbane's number. I just do think the high-end talent of that first line of Perth, plus the great goaltending of one Sasha King, will pull Perth over the line. Melbourne Adelaide, it could be very interesting. Obviously, we only got to see them play 3 times due to the cancellation of Sunday's game. The question is going to come down to, can Melbourne Ice just come out firing in that first period, get a couple of goals ahead, or will it happen like the Sunday game here in Melbourne when Adelaide basically put a 1-3-1 defensive trap, won a game 5-2, or in Adelaide, where they opened the score at, I believe it was 17 seconds into one period and 9 seconds into the other. But if I had to pick at this stage, I will be picking a Perth-Adelaide grand final for the Sunday. And that does hurt me coming from Melbourne, but at the end of the day, I have to say what I think is the form of both teams, and that's, I believe, the grand final we're looking at the moment.
I appreciate that. That's fantastic. To get your insight as well, absolutely fantastic, Jacob. You've done a great job here. You've taught us a lot as Carlisle goes forward on that one. Raimundo will clean up here for Melbourne Ice. Raimundo has Marion. But Raimundo now going on the attack. Raimundo behind the net, just putting that one on net. Meyer dealt with that one easily. Brophy has it now. So Brophy on the left-hand side. Some room here to operate this Brophy. Brophy now into the middle. Shot fired, Best saving that one. Here's Howe. Now clearing that away. And so we have a whistle here and play will come back. Play gets back underway. So it'll be Wathrich versus Howe in the face-off. Puck comes out to Defoe. Defoe stopping and having a look around and sending that pass deep. It's going to go all the way to Meyer. Meyer just patting that one there for Dixon. Krigalunas, great work on the forecheck here. Krigalunas versus Rapchik. Here's Wathrich getting around one. That was brilliant. Now they go to Clinic. Clinic into the middle. Clinic firing. Best has to deal with that one. Puck still alive. They dig for it here and it goes in. Goal is awarded. Brisbane tie things up now. It's 3-all.
And what have we talked about all day with Brisbane? How was that goal scored? Good rebound work, but it comes off a 3-on-2 breakout. Clinic just holding the puck and allowing Wathrich from Brown to set up and then collecting effectively her own rebound after the third or fourth attempt. You can just see here on the replay. Clinic comes in, gets the shot. Good tip there by Wathrich. And then the puck spills out. And you've got 4 Melbourne Ice players round Kayla Best, forgetting about the dangerous Lindsay Clinic. And we're tied 3-3, 3.5 minutes in.
So 3-all now. Conlon versus Wathrich. Dixon. Now Clinic.
Emma Wathrich, time of goal, 16.
Clinic working hard here on the right-hand side, just sending that one deep. Now, Jacob, talk to us. If this goes to an overtime and it's an overtime win for Melbourne, do they still leapfrog Adelaide, or where does that sit on the ladder?
So, yes, if Melbourne Ice win now in any fashion, they still get 2 points, which would put them to 28. Adelaide currently sitting there on 27. However, in the event that Melbourne Ice do lose in a shootout, it would then come down to those tiebreakers we talked about before, with Adelaide and Melbourne both being tied on 27. I believe we'd have to double check and get confirmation from the league, but off the top of my head, I believe Adelaide do hold their tie-breaking factors, which means Adelaide would go second.
So out to Conlon here. So Conlon firing. Godfrey shooting. So Melbourne need a win in regulation or overtime, but if it goes to a shootout, then it becomes tougher. Here's Raimundo.
Yeah, pretty simple. It's Melbourne Ice win, Melbourne Ice finish second.
Yep.
Melbourne Ice lose in any fashion, they most likely finish third.
Here's Crompton working away through. I'm glad you're here, Jacob. Rapchuk. Just working that one forward. Here's Moore. Moore just send it forward now to Newman. Carlisle in a battle there. Puck bounced friendly for Carlisle. Carlisle looking to fire. Does look to scoop one up high. Looked to go bar down, but just had a little too much on it. Here's Watts now to Carlisle. Come back out here for Watts. Newman. Battle here. Out to Watts. Watts goes to Carlisle. Defoe pressing in defence. Defoe winning that battle. Defoe's away. Cochrane on the left-hand side here, but Defoe, big collision there. Come all the way back here for Melbourne. Now Berruthio gets it to Defour. Defour sends it on its way. So some big hits there, Jacob.
Yeah, as I said, it becomes final times. People want these games more. People want these points more. And it also does matter about form. Form, people do say, you know, any game, any given Sunday, but form does play a massive factor come finals time. You do want to have that good winning form, those good winning habits streaking into finals.
You certainly do. And again, those of us who've just joined now from the Perth broadcast, congratulations to the Perth Inferno. Brisbane go forward. Brown, here's Dixon. Cochrane knocking that one forward. Clinic will get back for her team. Clinic's been amazing today. Really put in a great shift, a great game. Puck still bouncing around here. Wythridge will get it. Coming across to help was that Berruthio. That was good there for Melbourne. Here's Dutton. Dutton trying to pinch that one forward in some space. Pullen ended up with it, getting around one, now pulling around another. Pullen in the attacking zone, firing a shot. Meyer with a save. I've really enjoyed Marnie Pullen this weekend, the way she's taken the game on from defence to attack. Not afraid to move the puck. Here's Mahoney. Dumping that one off here for Badgley. Back to Mahoney. Pullen again, doing some great work, getting that one away. Come out here for Rapchuk. Dutton. Hokett versus Godfrey. And then Badgley, the captain for the Brisbane Lightning, will get back. Brilliant game yesterday by Badgley. A little quieter today. More talking about captains. All for the ice here. We'll get it and retreat. Flick it out here to Conlon. Conlon to Butler. Watts will pick it off. Butler trying. Puck now into the attacking zone. Godfrey slapped it forward. Very interesting first 8 minutes of this period. Both teams just really feeling each other out. But now Brisbane are away here through Hokett. Has Watts in the middle. Tried to get it to Watts, but a great save by Best. Talk to me, Jacob. What are you seeing at the moment?
I do want to go back to a comment you made earlier. Marnie Pullen having a fantastic game, and the factors she has is that drive of an offensive defenseman, being able to carry the puck in and give Melbourne Ice that almost fourth forward option, and having one of their forwards to cover as she goes in. And an actually very good shot before, and a difficult save by Meyer if you saw it just go above the pad. So good kick save, but Marnie Pullen could be an X factor here as we have 11:45 remaining left of this one.
Certainly is. Former attacker is Marnie Pullen. Switched to defence to add another bow to her game, and she does a great job all over. As Cochrane gets slammed into the boards here. Cochrane just got it out. Raimundo getting across, sending it forward. Here's Cochrane in the corner. Put it into the middle. Collision there. Moore came in. Here's Dixon. Go out wide. A little bit going on behind play here as they're all tangled up with sticks, and they have to be separated. As it's going to be a penalty against Cochrane here.
Yeah, it's going to be for holding the stick, and arguments from both sides going to be, from Cochrane it's going to be, well, she was hooking me, the stick was around my torso. But if you're Brisbane, and hence why she got the penalty, it's going to be, well, no, she closed her arm on the stick. Referee says, yes, Brisbane, I agree with that. And Brisbane's going to go to the power play with a chance to take the lead.
So both captains just having a chat to the officials, Moore and Badgley. It was Carlisle and Cochrane who are tangled up. So Cochrane will spend 2 minutes, and Cochrane's been instrumental in this game. This is going to hurt Melbourne to have her off for 2 minutes. So what can Melbourne do here?
And if you just look at the box there, she looks like she's actually in quite a bit of pain there from that stick across the torso. And if she's not at 100% now, this could be huge. Because you're right, she has been an X factor, especially in driving plays in the corners. So key now for Melbourne is to kill this penalty, hope that Cochrane's okay, and then get back on and see if we can get a 4-3 go-ahead goal.
So Play will resume here. The officials just shouting to everybody. Just a little bit of a warning there.
To Godfrey.
To Godfrey. Interesting stuff here. It's a great time of the year towards the end of the season. Everybody knows that finals are about. Here's Wattridge firing. That one's deflected. Butler will catch it and look to go here. Carlisle getting across. It's in the corner. They'll battle for it. 2-on-1. Conlon comes across to help her best mate in Butler. They're never too far from each other is Butler and Conlon. Still fight for it here. Carlisle trying to get it out. Butler just keeping it against the boards. Conlon now comes in and bursts way through and gets the puck out. Now Conlon's away. She's going to have to take on Clinic. Conlon gets around. Firing. Meyer had to deal with that one. Great work here on the penalty kill from Melbourne. They're not afraid to attack. Now Badgley has it. Badgley went to go to Clinic, but it's going to go further out here. Crompton just kicked that one nicely to Wattridge. Wattridge wrap around. Couldn't quite. Here's Crompton. Crompton getting around one, firing. Good defence from Marnie Pullen. Comes out to the point here to Clinic. Crompton firing. Great save there by Best.
Here's Crompton. Top.
Firing. What are you seeing, Jacob? There's space up top there as Wattridge has it. Tries to send that in. To 4, tries to clear it away. Clinic catches it in the neutral zone. Aparicio goes forward now. Here's Godfrey. It's going to be tough to come back from this angle here. She'll go behind the net, gets around one. Godfrey with a great pass. Almost to Aparicio. Carlisle getting across. Dutton here meets it at the blue line. Wattridge has it now. Wattridge is going to take on more. It's a 2-on-1 situation, but Melbourne get back here. Great defence from Aparicio in the end. That was saving in the end. That was beautiful. All hard is Aparicio. Now she gets around one. Aparicio. Now to Godfrey. Attacking zone. Godfrey looking to go to work. Good defence there from Rapchuk. We're back to even numbers on the ice. The power play's over as Cochrane shovels that one, and great glove save by Meyer.
The duality of a power play. First half of that power play, Brisbane, all the space, especially up top with Clinic at the point. Second half of that power play, Melbourne Ice just keeping it down there into the zone. Great back check as well by Aparicio to stop Brisbane getting a 3-on-2 advantage. And then Cochrane straight out of the box and straight into it with a nice little backhand shot to get a face-off down in the attacking zone.
Dutton sends it in deep. Danielle Butler going to get it. Butler here now works out to the top. Butler firing. Meyer with a glove save. Great catch. Great shot. What action here at the moment. Melbourne now leading the shot count 31-28. One stage of the game, it was 2-14. That was unbelievable. But the scoreboard is what matters. It's 3-all. 8 minutes 50 left in this one. Melbourne are playing for that second position to have the home bench advantage against Adelaide if they win.
Yeah, we spoke about it before with the shots being 14-2 in the first. 14-8 was the final shots for Brisbane.
Off the bar. Sorry there.
No, all good.
Jacob, as you were saying.
Yeah, 14-8 for Brisbane in the first, and then turning around 18-8 for Melbourne in the second. Now the shot's only 6-5 currently for Brisbane, so this game definitely starting to even out. And once again, you spoke about it to 4, just absolutely wiring the puck in this one.
Certainly is. Here's how Hokett has to deal with that one. Does. Gets it out to Clinic. Clinic doesn't have a lot of room to operate there. Clinic gets it back, shovels it forward. Howe here for Melbourne. Now Marnie Pullen into the attacking zone, puts it out into space, into the corner. Just waiting for an option. Just sends it in deep here. Cochrane will get it. Badgley tried to get it away. They'll battle for it here in the corner. Here's Hokett. Now Pullen firing that one in, just didn't get all of it. They'll come away here. Brown tried to send it forward. But Melbourne will be back here. They have numbers deep. Oh, great pass from Pullen to Aparicio. Aparicio in the attacking zone now, working into space. Aparicio can't quite get the shot away. Some brilliant defence there from Brisbane. And now they'll turn defence into attack. And here they go. Here's Mahoney. Mahoney getting around one. Good defence there from Dutton. Solid work there from Dutton. It's still alive here for Brisbane. Mahoney put it in. Here's Dixon firing best with a save. Puck goes straight up into the air. It's still alive. Everybody jumps on it here. The shot tries to come in. Dutton got to stick to it in the end. Get some reprieve here as he'll come back out. And Dutton will pick up and send it away. Melbourne will change their line. Meyer to keep that alive to Brophy. Geez, Jacob, what are you seeing?
That was a mad scramble in front. We talked about it all day. Melbourne Ice collapsing in defensively, and Brisbane are going to look to take advantage of that now. A few key saves, especially on the 5-hole there from Best, and now it feels like we're getting into crunch time here in this one.
Moore tried to find Butler to go tape to tape, but the puck will end up being iced. It's going to come all the way back. Whew, this is tense. 3-all, 6.5 minutes left. Both teams throwing everything at this one.
And if you're Brisbane, you probably realised heading into this game, our position is set. We don't have much here to play for other than finals form. If you're Melbourne, this is all on you. You have got your last home game of the year in front of your own fans, headed into effectively what is still a home final series in Melbourne. So right now, all the pressure headed toward the team in blue, white and red.
Here's Conlon. This Melbourne Ice team, even though it's going to be at home, they've got plenty to play for. You want to make sure you have the advantage of the short change in that final, and also as well, you want momentum coming into the finals. You don't want any doubt in the mind. You want to make sure you get a win away from this weekend. To be swept at home is something that you don't want coming into the finals. Here's Watts, though. Can it fall in the lap for Watts? Watts firing. It goes across the face of goals. Here's Conlon now. Conlon going forward with it. Has Butler behind her, and Godfrey on the other side drops it off for Butler. She wasn't ready. Here's Carlisle. Flicks it in. Great work by DeFore. Carlisle flicks it forward. Marnie Pullen will be back there here for the Melbourne Ice. She goes across ice. Brilliant pass out to Godfrey. Godfrey finding Butler. Here's Butler one-on-one. Butler firing. It goes wide. Looking for the wraparound. Great work by Wathrich to get there, but there's a whistle and there's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, I think Wathrich is a little bit hard done by there. You could see her stick just flex because of the momentum, and she did get the puck before it hit the skates of Butler. However, referee Gary Lopez does see differently. So we're going to get another 2-minute power play here for the Melbourne Ice, and a special happy birthday shout out to our referee Gary Lopez.
Fantastic stuff. Happy birthday, Gary. Peruthio sends that one back, goes into the neutral zone. Moore will get back here. Moore will get it to DeFore. Badgley pressing here on DeFore. DeFore's happy to keep her at bay, and Badgley did a great job there, but Aparicio will receive the pass, and she went to the attacking zone, dropping one off here for Cochrane as Cochrane stops and props and waits, puts that into the slot. Howe tried but couldn't, and Brisbane will clear it away. Great work for them as they are on the penalty kill. Best out in unfamiliar territory, sourcing a pass there for Moore. Best will want to get back, but it's DeFore who'll have it here for Melbourne Ice. They'll look to reset, get a solid entry into their attacking zone and get this puck cycling around at the moment, but they lose it there and Brisbane happy to clear it. It's probably not great at the moment in the power play unit for Melbourne, would you say?
Yeah, and I think you can start to see, starting with Georgia Moore, I think we're going to start seeing the first power play unit come on for Melbourne Ice. Interesting that they started with the second.
Conlon firing.
Yeah, it's so interesting that they started with the second. I think just the momentum that Cochrane and Aparicio has given the Ice. But I think it's time for that firepower. Godfrey, Butler, get them out there, see if they can get a cleared look and that go-ahead goal with 4:20 to go.
Butler trying to squeeze through there. That puck is flicked away. So again, this power play hasn't been great for Melbourne. They haven't had a lot of time in their attacking zone, but credit to Brisbane. Great penalty kill. Here comes Conlon. Conlon flicking it into space, and again, not a great entry. Brisbane will be licking their lips with this as Brophy just flicks it out of there. Here's Clinic now. Clinic stopping and waiting, and Clinic just happy to source it away. Dutton will catch it. Only 18 seconds left of this power play. Pullen has it now. Pullen flicks it across to Conlon. It's just a little too far as Brophy will get it and use the boards to get it out. Pullen will catch it before the blue line and flicks it deep to Conlon. Brophy's down there. They'll battle away. And there's a whistle.
And looks like we're going to have 1 second of 5-on-3. Oh, my apologies. It's going to be 1 second of 4 on 4. And then Brisbane are going to get a power play here. Yep.
Steph Conlon make her way to the box.
Known for taking a couple penalties here or there, Steph Conlon.
Yes. It was friendly face. She was a regular face to that penalty box yesterday. Back in there today.
Yeah, officially her what would be her 13th minor penalty of the season, having 26 penalty minutes. Probably leads the team in that regard. But also probably very crucial and untimely penalty to take here.
Here's Crompton. There's a whistle. So Brisbane now are back to full numbers. Conlon only plays one way, and that's hard. She's pulling a gate at everything. Be a great teammate, Steph Conlon. That's someone you want on your team. I'd hate to play against her. Some of the hits that I've seen her lay, they'd be definitely sore. Here's DeFore getting it out of there for Melbourne as they're on the penalty kill now. To Aparicio. Here's Cochrane sending it forward. Clinic getting back. Now Clinic, a little bit of a calm just coming across the game at the moment. It's bated breath here for the Melbourne Ice fans as Crompton will attack. There's a call for offside. So play will restart. 1:29 on the power play for Brisbane. 3 minutes and 2 seconds on the game clock. This is very, very tense, isn't it? What are you doing now, Jacob? You're the coach here at the Melbourne Ice. What are you telling you girls? You obviously got to defend, but you're just reiterating the basics.
Don't take any risky plays with 3 minutes to go. You're going to get to overtime. Probably get that 3-on-3 in overtime. Have more space and get your shooters out. Don't do anything here that could cost you points.
Here's Clinic at the top. Just getting it down low to Crompton. Moore just laid Crompton out and looking to clear it away. That's going to work. That's a good clearance. Wuthridge is going to get back here. So by the time they get it back to their attacking zone, it's going to be under a minute here in the power play. Carlisle gets it across to Mahoney. Mahoney versus Moore. She decides to lay it off to Crompton. Now looking to go down low. Moore, great defence. Back out to Crompton. Crompton to the top. Here's Wuthridge firing. Good defence there by Butler to get a skate to it. Looking to get it away. Crompton on the half wall. Goes out. It gets cleared away, and that joins us in the crowd here. It went over the top. So 2 minutes and 9 seconds left on the game clock. 36 seconds left on the power play for Brisbane. So you mentioned something interesting there, Jacob, that you're probably looking just to go to overtime now at this stage, being on the penalty kill.
Yeah, absolutely. You know that
as we get a
looks like timeout Brisbane.
Yep. So talk to us. First thing, timeout by Coach Meyer. Is it good timeout here? Is this you want to just regroup things?
Yeah, looking at him right now, what he'll be saying here is we just get a body in front. We've got enough time up top. Clinic, Crompton, Wuthridge up top. You find the body in front for a rebound. And for Curtis Klooster in the Melbourne Ice, as I said before, it's all about don't make that timely mistake. Make sure that we're boxing up, kill the rest of this penalty on Conlon, and then if you can get a chance for a late goal in regulation, you go for that. But because you only need points now, here in extra time, in whether it's the overtime or shootout, you're now aiming to just get there and then regroup then.
So here we go. Both teams make their way out, or the Ice will come out first. Brisbane just taking a little extended break here. They're just getting a couple of little extra seconds. So just to regroup here for you, 2 minutes 09 on the game clock, 36 seconds here on the power play. There is a silence and a calm across the O'Brien Icehouse here as the Lightning make their way out. It's Badgley, Crompton, Carlisle, Clinic and Wuthridge. What a lineup. So much scoring power on that line as Melbourne clear it away. That's going to be good. That's going to buy them some time. Clinic will go back and fetch it here. By the time she brings it back, it'll be around the 22nd mark. Clinic happy to take her time. Cochrane stalking Clinic. Clinic just goes, puts a pass, probably too much mustard on it. Crompton's going to get back here. DeFore happy to take her time. DeFore sourcing it out of there, but it bounces off Clinic. Now it's still in the attacking zone. So that was a lucky bounce there for Brisbane. It's Wuthridge firing, but it's off the bar. And it misses. 4 seconds left on the power play. Melbourne are about to get back to even numbers. Here's Wuthridge firing. Back to even numbers here. Backhanded attempt. Save. The puck goes across the goals. Wow, this is heart and mouth stuff for all the Lightning fans watching at home. Great check there into the boards. Comes out here to Wuthridge. Wuthridge looking for it here. Goes for the shot. Comes in. Clinic couldn't quite get it. Melbourne fight to get it away. Crompton sends it back in. Puck is loose. Aparicio with it now. Minute and 10 left. Aparicio in the attacking zone. Aparicio trying to get around Wuthridge. Great defence there. Solid. Now we'll go down low here. There's Clinic. Marnie Pullen now with it into the corner. Pullen out to Godfrey firing. Butler was there in front of Meyer. She couldn't quite see it, but it didn't go in. They'll fight for it here. Here's Clinic. Now it's a 3-on-1. This is going to be interesting. Clinic lays it off to Carlo. Carlo puts it in. Brisbane get the lead with 36 seconds. What a great pass to find Carlo. And an amazing shot. Brisbane with the lead 4-3.
And that comes all off the back. That Shana Godfrey shot actually made it through to the blocker of Meyer with a good save. And then what do we speak about? The collapse of Melbourne Ice's play gives them a 3-on-1. A great screen in front made there by Badgley. And then Carlisle just finds the top of the net. And now Melbourne Ice are going to take a timeout. And they're going to have to go for it here. Watch the net of Kayla Best. If Melbourne Ice win the face-off, she's probably heading for the extra attacker.
Well, you just knew there was going to be plenty of twists and turns in this game, and it's coming down to the last 36 seconds. Melbourne find themselves a goal down at the moment. Moore, the captain, just skating out to have a chat to Best. Best decided to stay in the pipes and not come into the team timeout. This is very interesting. And play will get underway, so 3-4 here, and I like that by Best, just staying out there. She wasn't quite happy. That one obviously was let in. She's just saying, no, I'm here. I'm going to collect my thoughts. But play's about to get underway. So the Ice are going to go with Butler, Godfrey, Pullen, Aparicio, and DeFore. So they've played around with this line a lot. It's back to what they've ran with traditionally all season. You're seeing something down there, Jacob?
Yeah, watch for Cochrane or Conlon to be the ones that come off. And yep, here goes, and as you can see the coach, there goes Kayla Best.
So Best makes her way off. It's an empty net opportunity here. Here's Pullen. So Cochrane will join that line. Okay, so Butler flicks it down low into the corner. Melbourne need a goal here to send it to overtime. 14 seconds left. Brisbane look to clear it away. DeFore couldn't quite get there. That's going to be costly here for time as it's down to 5 now. Godfrey will get back out there. The puck is iced. The clock will stop at 6.7 seconds. It's going to be a face-off in the Melbourne attacking zone. Quick play here. What are they drawing up, Melbourne?
What you're drawing up here is you can see Danny Butler going to the left side of Katie Meyer. You're going to try and win that back to DeFore and hopefully get a quick shot off.
Comes back to Cochrane, couldn't quite get it. Empty net opportunity here for Brisbane. 2 seconds on the clock. Shooting, empty net, goal! Brisbane Lightning make it 5. Has it been awarded? Yes, it has. That's 5 now for Brisbane. They win the weekend 5-3 here. It was 8-4 yesterday. And Brisbane now 5-3 on the Sunday. Unbelievable stuff for them. Huge momentum coming into finals, Jacob.
Yeah, and that's another third period lead Melbourne Ice went into that they've now lost this weekend. This is now going to be a crucial 2 weeks now, training-wise for Melbourne Ice. Getting in the locker room, making sure to fix up the defensive zone, especially when they were collapsing 3-4 man in. For Brisbane, however, this gives you some optimism heading into a unlikely, I'd say, underdog matchup against the Perth Inferno. And really the story of the weekend was what we talked about with Perth. It was the top line of Brisbane in Wuthridge, Clinic, and Crompton, and Meyer in net standing strong with a great 30 save performance. And Brisbane going to go home happy. That's going to be a good flight home for them tonight.
It certainly is. The Lightning What a fantastic victory from the Lightning. They battled hard all weekend. The Melbourne Ice were fantastic all weekend as well, but just in those clutch moments there, they let that one slip. So now it's official. The ladder is now official. Home and away, we know everything. Perth, congratulations. They won the Gower Memorial Shield. They finished on first position. Adelaide come up to second. Melbourne will slot in for third, and Brisbane now fourth. So what that means on the finals weekend, Perth will play Brisbane. Perth will be the home team, and Adelaide will play Melbourne, and Adelaide will be the home team. So very interesting. The mind games will start, no doubt, leading into that one, where which bench Adelaide choose, which dressing room they choose, and then obviously the short and long change, that all comes into it. So very, very interesting stuff. Make sure you're joining us here on AWIHL TV for the finals. Now, Jacob, I'll tell you what, it's been absolutely amazing having you with us here. I definitely have loved all of your input, your commentary. It's absolutely been fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Todd, and look forward to 2 weeks' time for the big one, for a good finals weekend.
Oh, mate, it's going to be absolutely amazing. What a season it has. And again, congratulations to Perth for winning the Gower Memorial Shield. But what a season. Thank you very much for everybody joining us. Make sure you're here for grand final weekend. There's still plenty of tickets left. If you can, make sure you come down to the O'Brien Icehouse. If you're travelling, get down here. Melbourne's a great place. There's plenty to do, not only just the hockey on the weekend. If you want, send me a message. You can maybe stay on mine. Just joking. Please don't flood me with the messages. But no, fantastic. Would love to see you here at the O'Brien Icehouse. If you can't, make sure you're watching on AWIHL TV. Brought to you by Sportscast Australia. Thank you very much and good night.